What money? My 14-year-old daughter's words landed
harder than any explosion I'd heard overseas.
The kitchen went silent, the kind of silence that exposes guilt.
Without a single accusation. I had spent 9 months on a humanitarian mission,
Cutting through chaos,
trusting that the money I sent home every month would keep AVIs safe and cared for. $2,000 sent on schedule every time. My parents avoided my eyes. My sister suddenly found the oven fascinating.
I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I watched. The truth was already leaking through their faces.
The drive home from the airport replayed in my mind. The new SUV, the renovated house, the jewelry that didn't match retirement savings. Back then, I ignored the warning signs. I wanted to believe family meant safety.
That night,
Ava hugged me like she was afraid I'd disappear again. I noticed how thin she felt, how her jeans were too short.
Her phone cracked. She told me money had been tight.
That phrase echoed until it became a wound. When I overheard my parents whispering, planning which lies to repeat, something in me went cold and clear. In medicine, panic kills patients.
Calm saves them, whatever this was.
I would handle it the same way.
Steady hands, sharp focus, no waste emotion. I kissed Ava's forehead as she slept.
And promised silently that this time, I wouldn't miss what was right in front of me.
Image prompt 1 asterisk. A realistic,
cinematic kitchen scene at early morning light. A teenage girl frozen mid-movement, holding toast. A calm mother holding a coffee cup. Elderly grandparents in the background looking guilty.
Soft, natural lighting, emotional atmosphere.
Photorealistic, high detail.
No text, no logos.
By morning, instinct replaced denial. Ava admitted she'd been working weekends at a cafe
to help with school expenses. 14 years old, believing her mother couldn't afford food.
My chest burned, but my hands stayed steady. While she showered, I checked my banking app.
Every transfer had cleared. $18,000 gone, not misplaced, taken.
The house told the story too. Designer furniture, travel brochures, renovation receipts tucked neatly away. My parents called it helping. I called it exploitation at the cafe. The owner praised Ava's work ethic and confessed concern over how tired she looked.
At school,
the counselor showed me records of slipping grades
and fatigue notes. Piece by piece, the picture sharpened. That evening,
I watched my parents laugh beneath expensive lights while Ava's belongings were held together with tape.
I said nothing.
Silence can be surgical when used correctly. Late at night, organized evidence like case notes,
bank statements, receipts, messages,
school reports. This wasn't revenge.
It was recovery.
I transferred my savings into a new account with Ava's name on it and froze the old one.
When I looked in the mirror, I didn't see anger. I saw resolve.
The same look I'd worn before difficult operations. The bleeding source was identified.
Next came control. Christmas Eve arrived, wrapped in fake warmth and real tension. The house glowed, guests laughed,
and my parents performed happiness perfectly.
Halfway through dinner,
my father toasted family and sacrifice. I added one word: accountability. Calmly, clearly I laid out the numbers. 9 months, $18,000.
Ava never saw a cent. Forks froze midair.
My parents denied, minimized,
then blamed. I placed a folder on the table.
Proof doesn't shout, it waits.
Ava spoke then, her voice shaking,
as she admitted she thought I was starving overseas.
That was the moment the room broke. I slid an envelope forward.
A restitution agreement prepared by legal counsel.
Signed tonight.
Or face charges for financial exploitation of a minor. No jailing, no sweat.
Just facts and consequences.
When a courier knocked with official copies,
the illusion collapsed completely. Mine stood with me. My parents signed.
Ava took my hand and asked if we could go home.
Outside, snow fell heavier,
cleaner than the air we'd left behind. I told her this wasn't punishment.
It was boundaries. She liked that word. The aftermath was quiet, legal, precise payment scheduled.
Luxury items sold, apologies written. My parents looked smaller without control. Ava and I moved forward, carefully rebuilding trust, brick by brick.
She returned to school lighter, joined clubs again, laughed without flinching.
Each monthly payment arrived on time. Proof that accountability works better than screaming ever could. I adjusted my own life too. Fewer missions, more presence. Saving lives didn't always mean leaving home. Sometimes it meant staying and facing rot with open eyes. Forgiveness didn't mean pretending. It meant choosing not to carry the wreckage anymore. A year later, Thanksgiving felt different. Careful, honest, real. My parents were quieter, able, wiser, boundaries held. Peace returned, not loud, not perfect, but earned. I learned that the strongest confrontations don't need raised voices, they need clarity. If you've ever had to draw a line with someone you loved, remember this. Silence isn't surrender when it's paired with action. Sometimes the quietest voice in the room is the one that ends the cycle.